In the vast and brutal universe of Warhammer 40K, Space Marine Dreadnoughts stand as titanic symbols of power, resilience, and sacrifice. These ancient machines house the remains of the greatest warriors of the Imperium, granting them a second life as heavily armored engines of war. From the revered venerable Dreadnoughts to the agile Contemptor Dreadnoughts, each variant serves a unique role on the battlefield. From heavy fire support to devastating close-quarters combat, we'll dive deep into every single Space Marine Dreadnought, exploring their history, abilities, and the legendary warriors that have become one with these colossal war machines. Today we will talk about every single Space Marine Dreadnought explained. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. The origin and purpose of the Dreadnought. The creation of the Dreadnought was born out of necessity during the early days of the Imperium's crusade. After the Great Crusade, as the Space Marines faced increasingly brutal conflicts, many of their number were mortally wounded in battle. However, due to their immense value as warriors, the Adeptus Mechanicus developed a means to preserve their lives and their battle prowess by encasing them in a massive mechanical suit. The Dreadnought is both a form of life support and an extension of the warrior's will, allowing them to continue fighting for the Emperor despite their crippling injuries. The sacred vessel. The Dreadnought is not simply a machine. It is a living tomb. The occupant of a Dreadnought is often a revered hero of the Space Marines, their consciousness transferred into a mechanical body. While this process allows them to continue fighting, the transition is not without cost. The occupant's body is often rendered almost entirely immobile, with only their brain, spirit, and limited sensory functions preserved within the suit. The Dreadnought's role in battle. The Dreadnought serves as a formidable asset on the battlefield, capable of engaging enemies with overwhelming firepower and close combat prowess. These ancient warriors are often used as a spearhead in assault missions, or to turn the tide of battle in desperate circumstances. With the ability to shrug off most small arms fire and crush opponents with immense strength, the Dreadnought is a symbol of the Emperor's eternal might, forever fighting in his name. Dreadnought design and equipment. The Dreadnought chassis is massive, often towering over even standard Space Marines. It is designed to house a warrior and their spirit, with various modifications that allow the Astartes to interface with the machine. The design is a blend of advanced technology and ancient rituals, as the Adeptus Mechanicus infuses each Dreadnought with powerful weaponry and life support systems. The standard Dreadnought chassis. The core of every Dreadnought is the massive Dreadnought sarcophagus, which houses the warrior's mind. This sarcophagus is integrated into the chassis, keeping the warrior alive through a combination of cybernetic interfaces, artificial organs, and life support systems. The Dreadnought is typically powered by a fusion reactor, providing near-infinite energy to the machine and its weapon systems. The chassis itself is constructed from reinforced adamantium and ceramite, making it highly resilient to damage. It is designed to take on the roles of both an infantryman and a battle tank, making the Dreadnought one of the most versatile and powerful units on the battlefield. The weapons of the Dreadnought. Depending on the type of Dreadnought, its arsenal can vary greatly. However, most Dreadnoughts are equipped with a mix of close combat and ranged weaponry, enabling them to engage enemies at any range. Common weapon systems include assault cannon, a rapid-firing, high-caliber weapon capable of shredding infantry and light vehicles alike. Multi-melta, a short-range, high-powered weapon designed to melt through heavy armor and tank plating. Power fist, a massive, mechanized fist that delivers crushing blows in melee combat, capable of smashing even the toughest enemies. Heavy flamer, a deadly weapon that unleashes a torrent of fire, ideal for clearing infantry and soft targets. Missile launcher, capable of firing a variety of missiles, including crack missiles for anti-armor purposes or frag missiles for anti-infantry. Dreadnought close combat weapon, DCCDO, a large close combat weapon that varies by type, but generally includes power claws or lightning claws capable of rending apart enemies at close range. III. Types of dreadnoughts. While all dreadnoughts share the same fundamental purpose, several specialized variants exist to cater to different battlefield roles. Each of these variants is equipped with unique weaponry, allowing them to excel in particular scenarios. A standard dreadnought, Venerable Dreadnought. Role: versatile combat unit. The Venerable Dreadnought is a revered and ancient machine, typically housing some of the most experienced and decorated heroes of the Space Marines. These dreadnoughts are equipped with a mixture of ranged and close combat weaponry, enabling them to engage various threats effectively. They are often deployed as the stalwart backbone of a Space Marine force, leading charges or holding key positions. Key features. The Venerable Dreadnought is known for its enhanced durability and weaponry. They often carry more powerful variants of the standard dreadnought weaponry, such as venerable assault cannons and multi-meltas, to increase their lethality on the battlefield. D. Ironclad Dreadnought. Role: heavy assault unit. The Ironclad Dreadnought is a variant designed to function as a heavily armored assault unit, capable of taking on the toughest fortifications and toughest enemies. It is equipped with additional armor, and is typically armed with close combat weapons like a Dreadnought close combat weapon and a seismic hammer for devastating melee engagements. Ironclads are often deployed in conjunction with Space Marine assault forces to break through enemy lines and crush fortifications. Key features. The Ironclad Dreadnought features additional armor plating, making it slower but more resilient to fire. Its focus on close combat allows it to break through enemy lines and demolish even the most heavily defended positions. C. Furioso Dreadnought. Role: close combat specialist. The Furioso Dreadnought is a more aggressive and close combat-focused variant, often used by the Blood Angels chapter. This dreadnought is equipped with a variety of close combat weapons, including a Blood Talon or Furioso Dreadnought close combat weapon, allowing it to tear through enemies with brutal efficiency. The Furioso is also sometimes equipped with a flamer or assault cannon to provide support at range, but its true strength lies in its savage melee abilities. Key features. The Furioso Dreadnought is imbued with the berserk fury of the Blood Angels, making it an unstoppable force in close quarters combat. Its Blood Talons allow it to deliver devastating strikes with each attack, often tearing through enemy infantry and vehicles alike. D. Death Company Dreadnought. Role: Berserk Assault Unit. A variant of the Furioso Dreadnought, the Death Company Dreadnought is a terrifying force of destruction. These dreadnoughts are typically used by the Death Company of the Blood Angels, warriors who have succumbed to the Black Rage. The occupant of the Death Company Dreadnought is often a warrior who has fallen to the Black Rage, their fury and zeal channeled into the unstoppable power of the Dreadnought chassis. Key features. The Death Company Dreadnought is often armed with Blood Talons and heavy flamers to eliminate enemies in close quarters, and is often used as a tool of sheer destruction, charging headfirst into enemy lines. E. Contemptor Dreadnought. The Contemptor Dreadnought is one of the most revered and advanced designs in the arsenal of the Adeptus Astartes, making it a formidable asset on any battlefield. Known for its blend of advanced technology, agility, and firepower, the Contemptor is a dreadnought design that has stood the test of time, still in use by various Space Marine legions and chapters. Even though it was originally created during the Great Crusade by the Adeptus Mechanicus. While other, more modern dreadnoughts might be bulkier and more durable, the Contemptor's strength lies in its unique combination of speed, versatility, and devastating weaponry. Its design allows it to perform a variety of battlefield roles, from heavy fire support to close quarters combat, making it one of the most adaptable dreadnought models ever created. The Contemptor Dreadnought was designed during the Great Crusade by the Adeptus Mechanicus as a more advanced alternative to earlier dreadnought models. It was built for a time when the Imperium faced increasingly complex and dangerous threats across the galaxy. The Contemptor was crafted with a focus on superior mobility and firepower, with an emphasis on supporting the Astartes in both ranged combat and close-quarters engagements. Unlike the more static and bulky dreadnoughts that followed, the Contemptor was created to be more agile and versatile on the battlefield. It was equipped with a combat frame that allowed for superior agility compared to other models, giving it the capability to execute lightning-fast strikes and rapid positioning in battle. This mobility was a defining feature of the Contemptor, making it an invaluable support unit in a wide range of tactical situations. The design of the Contemptor. One of the key features that set the Contemptor Dreadnought apart from other Dreadnought designs is its combat chassis. Constructed from ceramite and adamantium alloys, the Contemptor's frame is engineered to withstand direct hits from powerful weaponry while maintaining its flexibility and maneuverability. Key features. The Contemptor Dreadnought has an elegant, more streamlined design, with higher agility and more powerful weaponry than the standard Dreadnought. It is often used as a heavy support unit that can engage both infantry and armored vehicles. IV. The heroes within the Dreadnoughts. While many Dreadnoughts house the souls of fallen heroes, certain individuals are especially legendary, known across the Imperium for their deeds in life and the great sacrifices they made. Some of the most famous heroes who have been interred in Dreadnoughts include Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Bjorn is one of the oldest and most revered of all Dreadnoughts, having fought in countless battles over millennia. He is a living legend among the Space Wolves and is said to possess the wisdom and experience of countless battles. Bjorn has fought alongside his brothers and has become an important symbol of the Space Wolves' enduring strength. Bjorn's tale begins long before his interment in the Dreadnought chassis. He was one of the original Space Wolves warriors, a fierce and loyal battle brother who fought alongside Lemonruss, the Primarch of the Space Wolves, in the Great Crusade. Bjorn was known for his exceptional combat prowess and was an integral part of the Great Wolf's warband. He fought alongside Russ during the final moments of the heresy, standing by his side in the battle that would see the Space Wolves triumph over the forces of Chaos in the battle for Prospero against the forces of the Thousand Suns. Bjorn's abilities in battle were legendary even before his entombment in a Dreadnought. He was known for his near-impervious fighting spirit and his wolf-like instinct to charge headlong into battle. The Mortarion, the Pale King. During the Great Crusade, Mortarion was a heroic figure, admired by his legionaries and feared by the Imperium's enemies. His death-worshipping Death Guard, though not the most zealous or devout among the Emperor's sons, were known for their sheer resilience and relentless tactics. They were battlefield veterans, particularly skilled in attrition warfare and trench fighting, which made them invaluable in the Emperor's wars. However, Mortarion was eventually betrayed. His story diverges from that of many other loyalist Primarchs due to the Emperor's refusal to grant him a significant victory or recognition in his crusade. Mortarion, like many of his brothers, was a proud figure, but it was his unique bitterness and mistrust of the Emperor that led to his eventual fall. When the Horus Heresy began, Mortarion's inner conflict was at its peak. He had grown disillusioned with the Emperor, believing that he was unfit to rule, and it was Horus Lupercal's call to arms that ultimately persuaded him to join the forces of Chaos. But it was not until Nurgle, the Chaos god of decay, death, and disease, reached out to Mortarion with promises of power and protection, that his true corruption began. Mortarion was tempted by the promises of eternal life and the eventual freedom of the Plague God's embrace. Accepting this dark bargain, he led his Death Guard into the service of Chaos, becoming one of the foremost champions of Nurgle. His betrayal marked him as one of the key figures in the fall of the Imperium during the heresy, and it would be only a matter of time before Mortarion's fate would intertwine with the dark blessings of Nurgle. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.